Felt a little abrupt. Is that how you're planning to end it?
So I did want a close up of the shot of him and how he looks. I don't have the exact close up that I want, but it's supposed to more so be from his perspective, like looking happy. I do have a close up shot of him looking happy, and then he's gonna follow her out. That's not gonna be in there, but then this will follow the him looking happy shot, but I didn't have time to put it in there.
Oh.
Not time, but
Yeah,
you
at
know.
the moment it feels a little bit up in the air, resolution-wise, and it sounds like, oh, this okay. She's waved at him, and so you're gonna add something, are you? You just close up.
I want to add his face.
Yeah.
That he's like not disappointed anymore, and maybe I could add more like disappointment because he still looks happy when she didn't take the toy. Mm-hmm. So he's supposed to be like more disappointed. So if I can find a like more disappointed shot from this angle when she doesn't take the toy, and then more of her like playing by herself with the ball, and then I don't think I have him noticing her, with the ball.
Yeah.
Then that would have maybe tied it together.
So look, you guys have had a very short time to pull these things together. And
I know, it was so hard.
It is. The 4-week program is kind of tough like that. Well, yeah, but it is what it is. It's not the 5-week program or the 3-week. It's just the 4-week, and you do all these projects. The last one you could always do with more time. So what you're going to screen for many of you is just going to be the best thing you can get together. It's still going to be a work in progress. Most people will carry on doing a little bit more editing. So what you can get from this, because this is definitely at a rough cut stage where you can see that you can do quite a lot more work with it, is that to really develop the scene in the park at the end where there is the story comes through better, which is exactly what you wrote and what I think you might have the footage for, but at the moment it's just a little bit too matter of fact, him arriving, giving the thing, there's a ball, she runs away. You managed to edit the facts of the scene, but not yet the emotion of the scene. So you alluded to that just now. You said, I've got this other shot and need to use a close-up of him where he's more disappointed. You definitely want to go, this is about a guy who wants to reconnect, and, he has his background, and his daughter's distant, and there's rejection. So I think if you can pull out the emotional story a bit more, that would be good. Right now you've captured the event, but you've got to get to the emotional part of it as well.
Okay, and also I was thinking of, well, go ahead.
Yeah, so that's one thing. The other thing, the good news I think is that you've got a lot of it, and there's probably footage I don't see yet, because as I say, you're in this stage of editing. I don't know how deep you've got into your footage. In truth, guys, editing a film can take weeks, as you probably know, if you really go back and forth to edit the film. So I know I'm seeing what you've done in a few days, so I don't know what you haven't used, what footage you haven't used. But if there's footage that allows you to get the beats of the story to come through better, then you've got to get to those. The first part of the film was a little bit too long, where you have him getting ready. The important part was that the photographs on the mirror, and that he was getting himself, trying to make himself look presentable for this, and then introducing her in the photographs was really good. So you don't need nearly as much footage as you used, and I think by doing that, it just turns out the scene into something very repetitious. You've got to take some of that out. That's for sure, I would say, and just tell the story, but a little bit more economically. We'll watch it again, and then I have a question mark about the sound mix and the music.
Yeah, that's the comment I was gonna make. That in the second part, if it just always seems so upbeat that you never know, that also leaves you with no emotion. You're just like, oh, am I supposed to be happy about this the whole time? So I think that if the
problem is not that it's upbeat music, it's which upbeat music, so it's not necessarily that you need to go and find the right, the song, I don't know, it could be you find an upbeat song, but there's something in the tone or even the lyric that helps to tell his story, and the upbeat could work. Not sure, but I don't think you've got the right music now. I think it's kind of a little bit too much of a filler, this music. I don't think it's adding that much, So I think that's that. And then when he comes out, let's watch it again. See what comment we'll watch it.
I will take out this take of me.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see it. Is it?
Look
Yeah,
at my
I can
finger
see
there.
Oh yeah. No, I do. Yeah.
I just like the police car, and I just was trying it out, but it doesn't have to open like that.
No.
I feel the mask out that little corner.
Okay.
This is maybe.
Very good.
I want to stabilize it. I didn't.
These are really nice, beautiful shots. So some of these are really good. The good thing about this is if you can trim it and you keep the good moments and the really good shots, it's so much better than if you have too much of something,
Okay.
So you have to let go some things. Some of the footage is terrific. And if it didn't have this sort of faux cheerful music, so what could you have?
That doesn't have to be as long.
Because it feels like there's a finger right there. I know this.
Oh, this one?
Yes.
A finger?
Yeah, but now I don't feel it. It was the first time it appeared.
Oh. I could definitely make that part shorter. But leave
This
this
is
one.
good. This is like. This is good.
Oh,
This is too much. Used too much. Too many times. This.
that.
Yeah, you're gonna, you know, you don't have to, you know, people coming in and out, you can lose things, you know, the scene is,
It could end like there.
yeah,
Yeah.
it could end there, it could even end on.
Sometimes it's more powerful if the person doesn't leave, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
You could even end on here, you know?
Mm.
It doesn't have to be so logical and clear, because it's pretty clear. There's a guy in the bathroom and
Right.
da.
He spends like
All right.
And I'm curious if I like put the photos earlier on or later. My
So that
mind,
it
like,
could
thinking about
establish it.
Yeah, but I also do think there's like some kind of suspense, but I think maybe that is based on the music, which one works better.
Mm. Yeah, that was definitely a choice of like, do I insert it early or? But then the only reason I didn't make it early is because he puts on his jacket and then touches it. I was like, ugh, I wish you would have had it without his jacket. But I have a scene, but I do have a scene where he reaches it without his jacket. It's just not as many shots, but.
This is weird.
Yeah, it's strange having these jumpy cuts of him going in the door.
Okay, so maybe just one angle.
Yeah, what are you adding, you know? Don't worry about this, how long this film turns out. Some people make a wonderful 1 minute montage. I'm not saying you need to make a minute, but you can easily lose a minute of this film and you'll be in 3 minutes. It doesn't matter. It's not about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It's all good. But yeah, there are moments where there's
You can cut that.
repetition and there's
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, that's okay. I could have just took that one shot of him going in the store and then
Yeah.
just coming out,
and
Yeah.
not like multiple.
absolutely be much more ruthless. You know, you don't really need, you can simplify. You know, these shots are very similar.